Deep within each of us lie three silent questions that shape the way we see the world and ourselves. We wonder, sometimes without even realizing it, what am I? Why am I here? And how should I live? These fundamental questions have sparked countless belief systems throughout history, each offering its own answers that attempt to make sense of the mystery of existence. Among these worldviews, traditional religion and atheism have long dominated the conversation. Yet, for many, neither fully satisfies the hunger for understanding, meaning, and connection. It is here that Consciousism emerges, offering a path that bridges the divide between reason and spirit, science and mystery, mind and soul. Traditional religion often provides a comforting framework. It offers meaning, moral structure, and a sense of belonging to a larger cosmic story. For many, it ties human life to a divine plan, giving the feeling that existence is purposeful and guided. However, this framework usually asks for faith in historical claims, sacred texts, or supernatural beings. In an age of science and skepticism, many find themselves wrestling with doubts about these claims, or feeling constrained by doctrines that do not align with their experience or understanding of the world. The tension between faith and reason can leave a person feeling torn or incomplete. At the other end of the spectrum, atheism and secular humanism root themselves firmly in reason, evidence, and the scientific method. They reject dogma and often promote compassion and ethics grounded in human experience. Yet atheism often answers the how of existence, the mechanics of the universe, but struggles to address the why. Without a transcendent or spiritual dimension, life can feel cold, empty, or fundamentally meaningless, especially for those who seek a deeper connection beyond mere survival or material success. In the face of vast cosmic indifference, the soul craves more than atoms and molecules. Consciousism begins from a radically personal and undeniable starting point, your consciousness. It asserts that your conscious awareness is the foundation of your reality. This is not a claim demanding blind faith or dismissing spirituality as mere illusion. Instead, Consciousism invites us to recognize that consciousness is the lens through which all reality is experienced. It may even be the fundamental substrate of the universe itself. This shift places the individual's experience at the center, valuing the undeniable fact of awareness as the ultimate ground from which meaning arises. What sets Consciousism apart is its unique balance between rational inquiry and openness to mystery. It embraces the discoveries of modern science while acknowledging the hard problem of consciousness, the puzzle of subjective experience that science has yet to fully explain. Rather than dismissing feelings of awe, intuition, or spiritual connection as superstition or error, Consciousism treats these as genuine data points worth exploring. It is a worldview that holds wonder and reason in a delicate but vital embrace. Consciousism is universally accessible because it requires no special scripture, no priesthood, and no cultural initiation. Every human being has direct access to the proof of consciousness, their own inner awareness. This removes barriers that often alienate seekers from established religions or philosophical schools and democratizes the journey toward understanding. One of the profound gifts of Consciousism is that it avoids what might be called the emptiness trap. Unlike materialistic atheism, which can reduce life to a random accident of particles, Consciousism offers a framework where experience itself is meaningful, possibly as part of a larger conscious reality. It does not demand rigid narratives about what that reality must be, leaving room for individual exploration and growth. Moreover, Consciousism is not frozen in the past. It is adaptable and evolving. As neuroscience uncovers more about how the brain processes consciousness, and as quantum physics reveals strange and fascinating properties of reality, Consciousism integrates these insights without fear or dogmatic rigidity. It welcomes philosophical challenges and refines itself in response to new knowledge, keeping the path alive and relevant. Perhaps most importantly, Consciousism links belief directly to practice. Unlike many religions that tell you what to believe, Consciousism asks how you can sharpen your awareness, deepen your experience of life, and align your actions with the reality you perceive. It transforms philosophy from static creed into a living journey, one that is dynamic and personal. When people feel caught between extremes, the cold certainty of atheism on one side and the rigid faith of traditional religion on the other, Consciousism offers a middle way. It honors science but leaves room for spiritual meaning. It avoids dogma but provides moral and existential grounding. It centers on the one thing everyone can directly access: their own consciousness. Where religion says, believe this truth, and atheism says, there is no higher truth, Consciousism says, your consciousness is the gateway. Explore it, grow it, and see what truths emerge. In choosing Consciousism, seekers find a worldview that respects both the mind's hunger for evidence and the heart's longing for meaning. It invites us to see life as a dynamic unfolding of consciousness itself, a journey that is as much about expanding awareness as it is about discovering the universe outside us. This path offers not only answers but a way of living consciously and fully in the here and now, making it a compelling and deeply human choice for anyone searching beyond the limitations of conventional belief.